All right, YouTubers, in South Carolina, heading down to Georgia, and it occurred to me that I don't know if we ever really explained in detail. Well, not in too much detail, but explained what we're doing. Some of y'all might be like, what the Hoeckel is this farm thing? This greener acres? I don't know. They're doing something. They said they got some land and they got stuff going on. And basically, what it comes down to is we are getting into what is often referred to as regenerative farming, which means that you're building the earth back up. So conventional European farming that was brought to this country, a couple hundred years ago, right? Plow everything, just till it, all the land gets destroyed, just, right? Erosion, everything else. So we're not doing that. This isn't hey, we're gonna plow a field and we're gonna put in row crops and all that. That's not what we're doing, okay? Lisa, you guys, if you've been following the videos, I cleared that corner out for the bees. That's Lisa's. Lisa's got the lead on that. She's going to be the bee queen, and running with that portion of the farm. Of course, I'll be helping out. I cleared the corner out for her, of course. So I'll be helping out. But our main money makers initially is going to be chickens. And so we're growing meat chickens, broilers. If anybody knows anything about birds, most likely we're doing Cornish cross. So what's going to be different about ours is they are pasture raised. There is a place out in Virginia that has non-soy, non-GMO feed. I mean, they make the feed right on site. It's not a huge commercial business. So because we're doing meat chickens, they will need some type of feed because of the way they grow. But they're going to be on pasture and they will be moved every day. So they'll be enclosed, but they will be on pasture and they'll get fresh pasture each and every day. So they won't be living, in their own manure. So anyway, that's what we're doing in a nutshell. Trying to see how long I got. Okay, sorry, dang. Stuff happening over in there distracted me. But yeah, so that's what Greener Acres is all about. We told the landowners when we first met with them that it is our intent to leave that piece of property better than when we walked onto it. So better soil, better forage, better grasses. So that's what we're doing when we say we're making things greener, is through regenerative farming. And I'm not going to go into too much detail about what regenerative farming is. It'll all eventually come to light. Or you'd be like me and Lisa and you just kind of are curious about it and you start reading about it and digging into it. Absolutely, if you want to know more, obviously drop me a comment and say, hey, what are you talking about? What is all this regenerative farming stuff? And I will explain it in more detail, which is no problem. So that's what Greener Acres LLC is going to be all about, right? Delivering good quality food to the table. So things like free range, organic, get slapped on labels a lot nowadays. And so it is our intent that we don't need to put that on our label. It should be quite obvious by the quality of what you're getting when you purchase from us, that there is no doubt in your mind that this has got to be organic, raised the way it was intended to raise, because you can taste it. It's just going to be a better quality, and something you're going to want to feed your family, right? You're going to want to be. When you eat our food, we want you to want more of it, right? That's our goal, obviously. Like, hey, not only does it taste good, but apparently y'all fell. I don't know what's going on, but y'all fell. So, too much to drink maybe? I don't know. It's not even noon. A little bit early, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so yeah, so that's what we're doing. Or for lack of a better term, and I kind of hate to use it because it has been thrown around so often, but it is essentially organic farming. But with the goal being, obviously, not just turning, whether we're talking about chickens, goats, sheep, or cattle, not just turning them loose on a piece of property until they tear it all up, right? We're controlling what part of the pasture they're on, so they're on fresh pasture all the time, and we're managing that. So it's very management heavy. I mean, we'll be out there every single day once we get animals on the ground. But the payoff is when you buy a broiler from us, when you buy a whole bird and you take it home and you cook it, it's going to taste better and it's healthier for you. So that's what we're doing. And I'm glad you guys have, come along for this journey. It's going to be, if nothing else, it'll be interesting, right? We're going to try to build this thing up. We're starting with about 1 acre, and we're going to see where we go from here. Okay? But we will be back out there. I am heading down to Georgia right now, as I've said a couple times, I think. But I will be back up in Virginia by the end of the weekend, and on Monday, Lisa and I have to be out on the farm because we got to do some batter boards, and we got to lay some stuff out as far as where we want to. We got a couple structures we need to build, so where we're going to put them, and I want to get that all laid out for when Jacob comes up the following Saturday. So Jacob, one of my sons, my youngest son, will be up the following Saturday to help us, and we're going to try to start getting some of that work done before winter kind of sets in. So stay tuned. There's a whole bunch to follow. I'm going to try to stay up on doing these videos to keep you guys posted about what's going on. Like I said, this one's kind of a filler, right? Talking about regenerative farming. Once again, I think I said it. I don't know if it was cut off before or after the fall. But if you want to know more about it, just drop me a comment, and I can go into more detail about it. It involves a lot more than just chickens, but that's kind of where we're starting. We do have a plan, or we're formulating a plan, because there's a lot of horse farms by us or around us in that area, to leverage some horse manure in lieu of cow manure, and we've also talked about sheep. So lots of stuff in the works, which is kind of, so we're in that planning stage right now. Now that we've secured the land, we're in that planning stage where we're figuring it all out, and that's what we're doing this winter. So this winter, we're kind of starting to put pieces in place, so that when spring rolls around and the first sign of growth on that field, bam, we got animals on the ground. So thanks for hanging with me, and I will talk to y'all later, and you guys be blessed.